Live stream. Spirit, please take my live stream. Peace and love supreme unto all of you guys. Sorry, I got a little caught up after the last live, but we get ready to get the messages out right now. Y'all, when I say I got so many channel messages, when I say I wasn't even going to get involved with this dumbass shit, okay? But when I started getting spiritual messages, that's when I was like, okay. I'm like, so there's something going on that we need to be aware of, okay? I was pulling messages from Yellow Submarine, okay? And here's what got me, okay? Because I posted Yellow Submarine being funny. Like, yo, Alexa, play Yellow Submarine for these fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? I was just, whatever. But then when I started getting actual messages in spirit, it's like, no, pull up the lyrics to Yellow Submarine. There is a message there. There's something going on that I need y'all to be aware of. And I'm like, I always felt funny about Yellow Submarine. Spirit said, there's always been a reason why you always felt funny about Yellow Submarine. And I'm like, wow. Okay. Then also, it's crazy because the Street Sweeper coming right now. Street Sweeper always come when it's some crazy messages or spirit coming to clear shit out. Okay. But then what got me is the whole situation with the submarine. And then spirit remind me of this song by Jaden Smith. Okay. Jaden Smith has a song called Blue Ocean. Okay. It's him and Willow. Okay. Now, what got me is there's a lyric on the Blue Ocean floor where they find us no more. I posted it to the community tab. Okay. So, I'm going to be breaking down some of the lyrics in that song too, because I was wondering why bits of the song seemed so random what he was saying. And Spirit's like, it wasn't random, it was complete strategy. Okay. And I was like, wow. Okay. So we getting ready to dive into these channel messages here. And then I'm going to tell you guys what I was getting just intuitively regarding the whole situation. And then we're going to break down these lyrics, and then we'll pull cards and all like that to confirm. So stick around because it gets deep. Okay. I'm like, who was Jaden channeling? Who was Jaden and Willow channeling to even write these messages? Okay. Or, you know what I'm saying? Did they see it in a dream? Which is something up here with the subconscious. Okay. Let's not get it twisted. This was an occult ritual. This was an occult ritual that was hit. A sacrifice ritual. Okay. That was hit. Okay. Also, y'all, I have a question for you guys. Around the same time, the summer solstice, 22nd, 23rd, has anyone in your city had anything happen where 5 people die altogether? Okay. Did anybody else experience a situation in your city, okay, where 5 people died altogether, or right around or just after summer solstice? Okay. If so, please comment on this video. Let me know which city and let me know what incident happened in your city. Because what's crazy is that weekend, okay, this same weekend, like this very day or two after we finding out about this submarine situation, okay, if it wasn't it had to be the 20th or the 21st. There was a huge accident here in Minneapolis where 5 Somali girls died on, I think, Lake Street. Okay, they was going out to have a good time. They were all young. None of them were even 21. Okay, ages between 17 and 21. Okay, and supposedly a gentleman I'm gonna say a gentleman, an asshole, driving a car really fast, supposedly hit and struck the vehicle like going over 100 miles an hour and killed them. Okay, but it's something going on. Okay, something about this whole situation don't even seem right. And what's crazy is it's 5:55 on the clock on the counter right now. Okay, the messages from the summer solstice. Okay, if you didn't watch that Mystery Machine, go watch. It was something about fives that kept coming up in that reading. Okay, then them 5 girls got killed. Then it turns out it was 5 people on on this sub. Okay, and uh it was crazy. I think Friday I started getting a lot of messages, and I'm like, well, dang, even Friday is the 5th day of their week. Okay, but very deep. So let me now here come the street sweeper again. Okay, all right. So let me get into this. What's interesting? Okay, I started breaking down and decoding this on 622. Why on 622 is because this is when basically everybody figures out, okay, um ain't no more oxygen, okay, in the thing. All oxygen has to have been run out by now, or whatever the case may be, right? um and then not only this, I didn't even get a chance to even break down the numbers, but I guarantee y'all, maybe we'll do the numbers live in front of y'all. All right, because I guarantee y'all the numbers have to be significant, y'all. Okay. I don't know if you heard the honk outside, but take that as confirmation. We got to look at the numbers. Okay. Um, but what I was noticing is, okay, we found out on the 22nd that there was supposedly no more oxygen left. Okay. Now, I was in the middle of decoding the Jaden song. Okay. Part of what I was decoding led me to number 22. That's what caused me to even look at the date. Okay. So at first I got the lyric on the blue ocean floor where they find us no more. Okay. Which led me to start decoding some lyrics in the song. Okay. And then as I'm breaking down a certain part of the song, okay, T or tie comes up, T-I, okay? And then also with it, the number 22, okay? And it made me look at the date, and when I looked at the date, and I'm like, holy shit, it's the 22nd. All right? And then I posted it on the community tab, y'all, okay, about titanium, okay? And so T or TI on the elements chart, okay, titanium, okay, an atomic number of 22, okay, which got me tripping. Me and my peoples was posting back and forth on the Facebook about it. Salute to Sin Misty, okay, cause it's crazy. She threw me a bone, so to speak. Okay, she gave me some clues. Okay, now it's crazy because that phrase came up in the same reading about the summer solstice. Okay, where the fives kept replicating. Okay, so So it was crazy how everything was syncing and everything was connected. Okay. Let me find the post because I want to read to y'all about this titanium. Yep. Boom. Okay. Titanium is a chemical element, Ti, with atomic number 22, found in nature only as an oxide. It can be reduced to produce a lustrous transition metal. Okay. Silver in color, low in density, with high strength, resistant to corrosion in seawater. Okay. And used in aquariums or aquarium systems with chlorine. Okay. Now, what got me when it said it can produce a lustrous transition metal, silver in color. The silver got me, okay? Because if y'all didn't watch the teaser trailer for Parapsychic, my paranormal vlog show, okay, please watch that, okay? Something was significant about silver, okay, that came up. Now, silver, when you're looking at the symbology of the color, okay, has to do with influence, okay? Is mainly your big thing when it comes to silver, okay, as far as the color, okay? But when you look at silver in other manners, okay, silver on silver in the alchemy symbols is the moon, okay, the crescent moon symbol, okay. The moon rules emotions, okay. So it's the ability to be able to emotionally influence then, right? When you're talking about silver, right? Which I'm going to be getting into when the whole thing premiered. It ties into what happened even there. With me personally, the silver whole thing caught my attention too when I saw that, along with 22. Okay? So, and then the fact that we talking about the Titanic, right? They supposedly in the submersible to go see the Titanic. This is the Ocean Gate Titan, okay? Titanic, okay? When I see 22 and then titanium, and we talking about the Titanic, I'm like, oh, damn. You see what I'm saying? So here's what I got that very instant is that the elites or the powers that be is something going on. They have made a play or have been making a play on titanium. Okay. And my guides showed me Black Panther. This is when me and my girls started going back and forth. Okay. Because my guides showed me like the movie Black Panther. You know how Black Panther had came out. You see what I'm saying? And everything like this. And didn't Black Panther debut in February? This is what I'm saying. The twos keep replicating. Then I'm like, damn, okay. So when my guy showed me Black Panther, I'm like, why was that significant? And they started flashing me the comics and how they be talking about vibranium. Okay. They actually talking about titanium. Okay. I guess. Okay. And I was like, well, damn. It's basically what my guys revealed to me. You know what I mean? Then also what was revealed to me at that time. Okay. So titanium is naturally found in nature as an oxide. Okay. So titanium oxide. Okay, is how you find. But what caught my attention was the oxygen, the oxygen, the oxide. Okay. So On the 22nd, right? We find out they're out of oxygen. Okay? Titanium is found in nature only as an oxide. But guess what they use titanium for, y'all? They use titanium for submarines. I think like the Navy and even this go all the way back to Russia, y'all. This goes back. Okay, this ritual that was hit is a part of a loop spell that the powers that be are maintaining, because this shit goes back. When my guys showed me Black Panther and the whole thing about the comics, right? And vibranium actually being titanium, okay? And when I originally seen Black Panther, I'm thinking of, how the movies came out and everything like this, okay? But here's the whole thing about it is, Spirit was like, so what was Wakanda supposed to be representative of? I was like, okay, a futuristic Africa. They're like, right, okay. And all these comics and everything like this, they talking about this vibranium, and it's actually titanium, what just split into. I'm like, oh shit, they is talking about how Africa split. Okay, talking about how a new ocean go form and all like this and all like that. The split could have been caused either by something they was doing there, either they mining for this titanium or whatever the case may be. Okay, so there's that part of it, right? But then Spirit, like, not just Black Panthers, the movie, Black Panthers. This one, my girl said Missy come through and throw me a bone as far as the clues is concerned. Okay? Because here's the whole thing. So I was telling her, guess what just split? And there's probably lots of titanium underneath. Okay, and Black Panther and all the comments talking about vibranium is actually titanium. Okay, and then she started saying, oh yeah, she mentioned the song Titanium. Okay, by the Sia girl, Titanium. Okay, right? So she brought that up, that song channel. I was telling her how I was getting the Willow and Jaden, the On the Blue Ocean Floor, where they find us no more. Okay. We had also made the Beatles reference, right? But Misty brought up the actual Panthers. Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out how we got to this shit go back to the 60s. Okay. Something up in 1966. This is a loop spell that the powers that be is maintaining from then. Okay, if not before then, but something big happened then. Okay, that has led up to now, or them planning this and carrying this out now, or something. Okay, but how did we get to 1966? So, yep, then I was like, that's what Black Panther, the movie, came out in February of 2020. Okay? This is when we start seeing the powers that be making a whole lot of power plays and stuff going on like that in Africa. Okay? Even more so than usual. Okay? Now there's this whole big split situation. And when I said the Black Panthers, Misty brought up October of 1966. The Panthers was founded. Okay, she brought up the actual Panther Party. Then I'm like, oh shit. Now, what got me is when I pull up 1966, all the other shit that happened in 1966. Okay? You had that same year, two astronauts that was on the Gemini exploration got into this mysterious accident. You know what I'm saying? A B-52 jet accident. Okay? At an airport / plant that's carrying hydrogen bomb radioactive materials on it. Okay, these motherfuckers then flew whole shit up into outer space, and you mean tell me come back and they doing their work still and die on a jet? Okay, but all of this going on same year the Black Panther Party was founded, and then also the Cold War was going on. Okay, this was their first fake war. They first fake war with Russia. Remember that shit? Okay. Russian to do this, Russian to be the first to do this, Russian to be the first to do that. Okay? Russia managed to beat the USSR. For the USSR, you don't know who you are, boys. It's a lot with the Beatles, okay? And it's crazy because on the summer solstice, I went to a British pub after dance class, okay? And I walk past that place every day, okay? And I saw a dude just like he was from the 60s sitting out in front of the dance studio when I went to the dance studio on summer solstice. So the omens I was seeing before my face, okay, before even being balls deep into trying to decode whatever the hell was happening here, okay, I seen a dude look like Lennon. Dude look like John Lennon. Okay? And then found out about the submarine situation. I jokingly said, Alexa, play Yellow Submarine. You know what I'm saying? Right? But then now, and then Spirit reminded me of the Blue Ocean Floor lyrics from Jaden and Willow on the Blue Ocean Floor where they find us no more. And it tripped me out. Okay, now here we is, balls deep. We going back and forth. Okay, the USSR that same year, I think they was the first to do submarines. I think they were the first to get their hands on the titanium. Okay, to start making. First of all, titanium is also used in the hydrogen bombs and the radioactive material that they use to make the fucking hydrogen bombs. Yeah, they also use titanium's involved in some of them systems. So that's how come it was significant. Okay, when I got the titanium connection from the whole vibranium thing and the whole Black Panther thing, and then Misty brought up the actual Black Panther Party, and then it's crazy because the year the Black Panthers was founded, they was doing all of this with vibranium and hydrogen bomb shit. Okay, the government was facilitating a cover up then, too. Okay, and it's crazy because didn't I say I said, Alexa, play Yellow Submarine? Just joking. Y'all want to guess when Yellow Submarine came out? That shit fucked me up, bro. Why Yellow Submarine came out in 66, bro? 66. Same year the Panther Party was founded. Same year they was doing all of this with the titanium. Same year them Gemini astronauts blew up in that jet crash with the hydrogen bomb shit on it. Okay. Same year they start diving into the ocean and doing all this shit in the first place. And all of it building up to now. Them using little slight shit in the media and the movies and the shit. to expose what they've been doing. Okay, so these also let me know. Any new viewers that have come, please let me know if anything went on in your city where 5 people passed away altogether. Because this has happened other places. This happened here in Minneapolis where 5 Somali girls died. And it was the same time that the men was on that sub in the ocean dying. Okay, these energetic rituals. Okay, sacrificial magic. Okay, them trying to. So there's also something up here too with marine spirits. Okay, so there's like it's crazy all of this shit going on, and the Little Mermaid just came out, y'all, and then they releasing a movie about a kraken and them battling evil mermaids. That shit's happening now. That was a sacrifice. They trying to appease whatever the fuck entity, whatever the fuck they didn't upset down there, fucking around. Okay. Yeah. Okay, because they know it's gonna be a tower. That's why it's all of this with these 5s. Okay. But yeah, it's y'all. It tripped me out when I looked up Yellow Submarine, and it's the same year, and it's something about titanium. Okay, something about Ti and T. I'm about to break all of this down. I'm about to break down the Jaden lyrics now, so that y'all can understand. Okay, so if you've never heard Blue Ocean Floor, it's a very interesting song. Okay, now let me just let you know this. This has also to do with our subconscious. Okay. It also has to do with the fact that there's a spiritual war and all of this attack on divine love that they are doing. Okay, because what does water represent? Okay, water and the spirit, you're talking about love. Okay, you're talking about the dreams or like the spirit realm. Okay, and your subconscious. Okay. So, and it's like, so you're dealing with the subconscious mind, right? Then water also represents emotions. So then there's that. Okay. And so it's like, this has to do with deep emotions. Okay. That have been suppressed. Okay. This is why it's being played out on the news. Why? Because you got the powers that be that's been running shit, right? Oh, it's a man's world, all masculine, brute. Oh, you don't have to cry. Oh, stop being emotional. All like that. They took love and everything out of society, out of the people, out. They try to take it out of everything. Right? That's the warfare. That's the attack. But even with them messing with the occult, they should already know. They know the laws. All this water that you denying and been depriving and just haven't expressed and been suppressing it, and men aren't supposed to be emotional and aren't supposed to be emotionally intelligent and capable. Yes, the fuck they are. They were born of the spirit of the water. So yes, So yes, they are supposed to be in tune to the emotional body, which the society as it is has taught them to suppress it, right? But the thing about energy is neither lost nor destroyed. Just because you wasn't allowing the emotions to be expressed freely or whatever the case may be, or just because you wasn't dealing with it on the surface or was trying to negate love on the surface, don't mean none of that energy went anywhere. Do it? No. That's why you're on the blue ocean floor where they find us no more, because now you're being crushed under the weight, under the pressure of all of these emotions and all of this energy that y'all been just suppressing for fucking millennia. You know what I'm saying? Millennia of unhealed emotional wounds, huh? Millennia of emotional manipulation, huh? Through the occult, through magic, okay? Emotional manipulation, the emotional influence, right? This is, it's like, it's they thought all that water went somewhere. It went no place. You know what I'm saying? It gotta get dealt with. It gotta be transmuted. It has to be faced. It has to be acknowledged. You know what I mean? All of these deep thoughts and tough thoughts and feelings and emotions and shit, just, it doesn't leave. You gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to face it. You have to do something with it. You have to transmute it. You have to figure out, okay? Because when you don't, this is the warning. This whole thing with the submarine and like this the divine is issuing this as a warning, okay? Not just to our divine masculines, but to all of us in regards to how we dealing with things in regards to our thoughts and emotions together. Okay? Alright? We gotta master that, and we gotta master transmuting the tough shit. Why? Because when you just suppress and suppress and suppress, you're gonna run into a problem. Okay? Submarines are actually, now, why all the symbology for submarines, when you look it up, all the symbology has to do with dreams. Okay? Obviously, I know and understand it represents a diving deeper into your deep thoughts or your deeper emotions or deeper hidden feelings about, you know what I'm saying, things. Okay? But I'm going trying to look in depth for symbology and behind submarines. Okay? And all the omens, all the signs and symbols, it has to do with the dream state. And I know that's because of the connection to the water. And that's also how I know it has to do with your subconscious. Okay? So you yourself could have even been having dreams of being at sea shores, okay, or trying to take an island vacation or something like that. You yourself could have even been having those kinds of dreams. Why? Because you in your dreams going to a shoreline or appearing at a shoreline, okay, if you're just going there visiting and just trying, sticking your feet in the water, stuff like that. This is you coming to know yourself. This is you coming to meet your higher self, or being ready to delve deeper into like your higher consciousness, okay? Or it can be on the flip side. Y'all remember the movie Inception? You remember all of that energy manipulation and who shot John they was doing, and they washed up on the shores of their own fucking subconscious. And homegirl had basically lost her fucking mind, okay? And then became obsessed with that suicide pact energy. It's a suicide pact energy. She was wanting to carry out a ritual, a suicide pact ritual. Her subconscious got altered. Do you see what I'm saying? Due to all of the energy manipulation they were doing through all of those states. Do you get what I'm saying? Same shit with the fucking powers at be. It's a warning. So in this case, submarines are an omen for trouble, just in general. Not only that, but submarines were created in a time of trouble by motherfuckers trying to cause trouble. Motherfucking neo-Nazis and fucking and Soviet war motherfucking lords and shit trying to be the first to get to the bottom of the ocean and shit. And also then using that same titanium they used to make them fucking submarines and making fucking hydrogen bombs that can fucking destroy the fucking entire planet. In fact, that site where them two Gemini astronauts died at, along with some other people. Shit, was it 5 people that died on the jet? Shit, probably, because it's something up here with 5. Let me know if 5 people died anywhere altogether in your city, state, or town on or around the summer solstice or on or around the same time these gentlemen died on the submarine, because it definitely was energetic or sacrificial in nature. Okay? And it's because they have to now fix these cycles or something of all these towers and all of this shit and all of these challenges that they've been caused in regards to emotions and emotion states. Not only that, they've been playing with a CERN machine and all like that, and then fucking around with us in the dream state. So, like, just like Inception, how I brought up, they're doing that shit for real. Okay? They're using magic in the waking world or rituals in the waking world to maintain the spells and shit, and then they playing around with the CERN shit and all like that in the dream state and shit. Okay, this is a warning, okay, from the divine Holy Spirit. Okay, like supposedly this is like energetically sacrificial. It's supposed to be an apology for whatever entities, marine spirits, or whatever it is they've been abusing. Okay, to put on like they got it or manipulate to have power, and this is that. Supposedly, this whole "I'm sorry" type of energy. Okay, but something up here with submarines representing that suppressing of these tough emotions, not understanding emotions, lack of emotional intelligence, demonstrating lack of empathy and or care, lack of empathy or care for the opposite sex or for feminine energy at all. And such is the case. Such is the case with the people that has been raping and pillaging the earth for these precious metals. In this case, specifically titanium, which they have completely abused. Okay? And not only that, putting on using these precious metals to have these fake ass wars where they just want to kill people. It's all about depopulation. Okay, them Soviet soldiers and them Nazi soldiers, all of the rape and all of the this that they did, they demonstrated exactly this: lack of empathy, lack of emotional care, lack of care, concern for the opposite sex. Hell, society as the way it is like that still now by the motherfuckers that run it. Okay, and here they is trying to carry out another fake war with Russia right now and shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. This is how you know it's a loose spell that they maintaining from back then. But this is the divine Holy Spirit issuing a warning. Cease or desist. okay, or these towers will persist, okay, and they know it's about that time, okay, they know it's a wrap, okay, so ooh. Also, submarines are actually omens of upsetting news, bad news. You see what I'm saying? Submarines are also symbolic of masculine energy and the masculine phallic. Okay? So it was all masculine energies aboard. It was all masculine energies aboard. Okay? Um, this is how you know it have to do with the way society is, the abuse of power in regards to the overexertion of this masculine energy and its complete and total negation and degradation of the feminine. Okay? It's like you've been denying yourself all these emotions and all this lack of empathy, lack of care. Them emotions don't go anywhere. So now they about to crack under the weight of their own emotional pressure. Okay? That's what they saying happened in the submarine. That's what they saying happened to the submarine. It imploded under the pressure. That's what they claim it happened, right? What do you think is going on with the way people? What do you think is going on with the people that run shit? What do you think that's going on with them internally? Okay, we closing out a multitude of cycles for multiple lifetimes. So this isn't even about the karma and the karmic shit they done this lifetime. This is about how the way shit has been done, like I said, over the past few millennia. Okay? Think about BC. Like how we talk about on this channel, Age of Aries, all of them BC wars. This whole time feminine energy has been being negated. You know? This whole time feminine energy has been being suppressed. This whole time love and empathy and shit been under attack. No, this whole time. So it's like them emotions, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay? There's also, like I said, them using CERN to do dream work and dream magic on us, spying in our fucking Akashic records and shit. Okay? This is why the government, the powers that be, keep running and pushing these new drugs through this bitch. Because as long as y'all doing them extra ass drugs, okay, Gen Z, I need y'all to pull back on all the drugs, all the opioids, all like that. That's why time is going fast. That's why they able to access y'all so easily and manipulate mentally, emotionally so easily. Okay. Now, both these songs, both this Beatles track, this Yellow Submarine, and this Jaden on the Blue Ocean Floor, both of them have drugs, or both of them have to do symbolically, okay, about altered states of consciousness. This I know it has to do with the subconscious. Okay. Now, in healing and stuff like this, okay, you can use certain herbs and certain meditations and stuff to alter states of consciousness. The key is to alter the states of consciousness to rise in vibration, to rise in states of consciousness, not fucking sink to your darkest fucking depths, never to emerge again. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, I don't know if they don't get that there's a difference, but that's the difference. Okay, there's a totally different thing. Okay, There's alternate states of consciousness and efforts to force a rise in vibratory state. And then there is drugs and all like this. Come on, tarot fans. Eight of Cups. The escapism part of the Eight of Cups. Okay? The shadowy scorpionic. Okay? The shadowy scorpionic that just, you know what I'm saying? Real Plutonian, just the dark, deep depths and never emerge again type of shit. It's like, no, you know, that's not that's not how true love is meant to be carried. I don't know. But yeah, it's so you alter states of consciousness to rise in frequency and vibration, not to sink, not to go lower nature, go higher nature. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Okay. So here I go. I'm about to break down some of these lyrics to y'all. Okay. I'm not gonna get all off into Yellow Submarine because them lyrics is just ridiculous. I figured it had to be about some sort of a drug trip because it was worse than even they reminded me of the song I like that's about a drug trip. But I didn't know it at the time. That do 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 do. This he's well, I should have known something. He said something about the sky being gold or something. I didn't know it was about a drug trip, but whatever. Okay. At any rate, basically though, Yellow Submarine. If you look at yellow. Now here's what got me though. With the submarine being representative of the male penis or of the male phallic, and you talking about a yellow submarine, right? You talking about a bunch of young men, right? What's yellow? Yellow either gonna have to do with your happiness, your confidence, or is on the upside, or it's gonna have to deal with like low self-esteem or cowardliness on the low end. Okay? And be it that you're talking about a submarine, you're talking about going down, you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're talking about the lower of that color. Okay? The lower representation of that color. They're talking, we all live in a yellow submarine. So is these industries and society as we know it being ran by a bunch of insecure ass, small dick ass, cowardly ass masculines that overcompensate by needing to fake war and brew and shit, basically. Okay. With the submarine representing the male phallic. Okay. Then, so guess what? So you get high to forget about your insecurities, right? You get high, right? Because the whole thing is describing a trip or escaping to a false world. Now, and having fun doing so and what have you. So there is the happy side of the yellow a bit involved. but you're happy to be escaping actual reality for a false one. And this is the issue. This is exactly what they have done with society. This is exactly what they have done with the Matrix and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Attacking divine love as they have, hacking our Akasha and our dream state and all like that as they have and all like that. You know what I mean? All to try to stop the furthering of divine love. Okay. Then not only that, hacking these industries and making it to where divine love and expression is being worked against itself, and the people it's supposed to inspire, it's de-inspiring. Okay. It's this is why the divine spirit is saying it's a warning shot. You see what I'm saying? Like, warning, your insecurities are starting to show. Okay? Warning, your time's almost up here. Warning, none of them emotions have went anywhere. So you just been acting like you don't give a fuck for the past few millennia. All them emotions are still there. What are you going to do with them? Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? What you got? Okay, I don't know where Heavy D came from. Salute to Heavy D. I think it's another Gemini person. Okay, and we talked about the two astronauts that went out on that Gemini mission. Not to mention Gemini, that's the cusp of this Gemini Cancer cusp. So you got an air and a water cusp. So you're talking about the summer solstice, you're talking about an air and a water cusp. That's even more significant in regards to this submarine situation. Okay. Gemini, y'all tend to move real quick. Being shifty, being flighty, taking that, going off of them fleeting thoughts. Or just doing shit real quick because you thought to do so. Like, just, it's like, but with also the divine Holy Spirit is trying to highlight that by taking out all of the love, all the emotions, all of the this, that's what creates a disconnect between us and the divine Holy Spirit, because the disengaging of the emotions, that's an issue. You can't utilize your height of your intuition if your emotions aren't employed. Okay? This is how people that overly manipulate situations, this is how they're easily manipulated, because you're not using your intuition in. You see what I'm saying? Because if you were using your intuition, you would know you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Or to not do that, because ultimately you're just welcoming that same energy. These emotions and all like that don't go nowhere. So all of this escapism and getting high to escape, both these songs have to do it with drugs, or drugs are mentioned. Or no, let's just say Yellow Submarine is the effects of a trip. Okay? Jaden just mentions it. I don't think there was ever an actual doing of it. I just think the lyrics mentioned it. Let's get into these lyrics to get the rest of these messages to y'all. I did not know I was going to be up here at 0 dark 30, but I don't care. Let's do it. Let's do it. Blue Ocean Floor lyrics. I'm going to read y'all what I'm about to break down. I'm going to read it to you and break it down as I go if possible. Hold on. I always knew, and it was crazy because I just closed out cycles from back when this song first came out. I closed out a cycle from back when this song first came out, and from when I first actually heard it, because there was 2 different years. I didn't hear the song till like 3 years after they had released it, but I'm about to tell you. Look, don't tell me. Look, don't tell me you cried, because I know that you didn't. Don't tell me that you love me. I know I'm just tripping. You tore down my ego, and I listened. Why did I listen? Okay. Man, I met a girl at Coachella. I liked her, but you know I couldn't tell her. Again, okay, with the shyness or the slight insecurities in the masculine. Oh, because she had her own fella and I met a blow dealer. Okay? So it's about the ego taking a hit, chick you like having somebody else. Then look, he met a blow dealer. So he was seeking to escape from the emotional pain, right? I met a blow dealer. He told me that he was a wholesaler. Now flies propellers. Oh, well, I lied. There is doing the drugs in the song. Now flies propellers. Now it's raining umbrellas. Exactly. So there's still no escaping of the emotions, right? He felt the way, felt for this young lady. She seemed like she felt for him too. Was she involved with some sketchy dude? You tore down my ego and I listened. Why did I listen? Because your ego needed healing anyway. This is why that's why it's the blue ocean floor. Because the ego needed healing anyway. Water is represented by the emotional healing, right? So he met a girl at Coachella. Okay. Liked her, but I couldn't tell her because she had her own fella. And I met a blow dealer. Okay. He told me that he was a wholesaler. Now flies propellers. Man, it's raining umbrellas. Okay? So that's the part that's obvious. It has to do with escaping the emotional pain or looking for the escape for the emotional pain, but then the tough emotions still are there. The tough emotions still persist. The rain still comes, right? So here's the part I want to break down for y'all. Tati went to go and find Stella. Teo went to get Bella. Now we waiting in the cellar. I hope her man doesn't get jealous. Okay? Because I grabbed a hand in a blur. I saw that he was insecure. Yeah, he's the one with the misfit shirt with the eyes. Jane is crazy. So it's crazy because he was the insecure one at first. Liked her, but I couldn't tell her because she had her own fella. But then he couldn't help himself. He couldn't help the emotions. He grabbed her hand in a blur. And now you see insecurities in the dude. I saw that he's insecure. Nah, he upset because why you grabbing on his girlfriend hand? You ain't even told her you liked her yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of energy. But that's the part this is how I got to the titanium and it be going back to loop spells and all like this. This is exactly the parts I'm about to break down to y'all real quick. Just these couple lines. Tati went to go and find Stella. Teo went to get Bella. Now we waiting in the cellar. Okay? I had to figure out why the hell he bringing up all of these other people. You know what? unhealed egos do that. Like, when you feeling insecure, you'll deflect, you'll divert, you know what I'm saying? Type of energy. So, but anyway, so I'm about to break that down right there. Just them lyrics right there. Because that's how I got to the titanium and all that. So here you go. So Tati went to go and find Stella. Okay. I broke down an etymologic breakdown of Ta and T. Okay. We know what went to go and find means. Okay. But spiritually, we got to figure out what Tati means, Stella means, what Teo means, what Bella means, to understand what the fuck Jaden was trying to mean. Okay? All right. Anyway. Okay. So, Ta. You look up the etymologic breakdown of Ta. It exists in a multitude of forms. Okay? Ta. Like a child, toddler, ta, okay, like bye, okay, ta, like they say childlike gratitude is also a form of childlike gratitude or thanks in multitude of languages, okay. You got tatas, curvy breasts, this type of energy, okay. Then you got, now, here's what got me when I thought, because Tati is fairy or form of fairy. Then Tada. Now you got fairy. Now you got this element of magic here. Okay. With both the Tati, when you put it together. Okay. Tata, like I said, also being bye. Tada. Also has to do with the room Degas or Degas or what happened that day. Okay? Day. All right. But like I said, ta, bye. Okay? And then ta or TA or a teacher's assistant. Also transitional or transactional analysis. TNA. Okay? And it's crazy. I made a special note right here because specifically, I guess, in Igbo, in most of the languages, ta meant the same thing. But what jumped out to me is that in Igbo, that ta meant to go out, to want, to seek. Okay? They wanted to go out that day. Okay? They seeked to go see the Titanic. You know what I'm saying? Then, even in the lyrics, Tati went to go and find. Tati itself meant to go out, to want to seek. Okay? Ta by itself meant that. Okay? So, that was pretty crazy. So, Ta. Now, here's a breakdown on T. Now, T, I already told y'all. The titanium, right? Or T being representative of titanium. What else is T though? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, T, the seventh octave. Okay, T, the seventh note in the octave. The seventh could be referred to as the seventh heaven. Okay, the seventh note. Okay. Don't even get me started on the sevens. And keep in mind, it's universal year 7 right now. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now we've got the sevens emerging. Okay? So Tati, okay? You got Ta, your childlike essence. Okay, that's what yearns for the adventure. Okay, wants to go and seek. Seventh heaven. Okay. Also, T will also represent your crown chakra. Okay. If you look at the chakra system as the scales, because all is frequency, sound, and vibration. Okay, if you're looking at, if you take the chakras up in a scale, your crown chakra, BT. Okay, so Tati. All right. So this is about ta-ta, bye-bye. So this is leaving the matrix, seeking your higher self, seeking your higher consciousness. Tati. Okay, because this is where the magic happens. Ta-da. Okay, so Tati went to go and find Stella. Okay, now here's the thing here. Okay, here's the thing here. So Tati went to go and find Stella. Now we all know Stella has to do with stars, okay? In all languages, Stella's star, okay? But here's the thing. Here's what got me. Not just stars, the actual star races, right? And see all the Latin-based languages. I almost said latent. I was trying to say Latin-based languages and said latent. Hidden. This has to do with your hidden self, the submarine. Latent was hidden, right? But then it's messed up because I went to go say Latin, talking about the languages, and said latent, and both these songs have to do with drugs. Crazy. But I didn't mean to go there. All the Latin-based, why can't I talk all of a sudden? So all the Latin-based languages, Stella is star, right? But in the Greek, Stella means pillar, which I found very interesting. Pillars. The pillars of knowledge. What my guides showed me off the rip, what of course, I'm going to see off the rip is the high priestess. Okay? With the pillars. Okay? Or what have you. Okay? But Stella means pillars in Greek. Okay? But even you talking about a pillar, you're talking about pillars creating a doorway, okay, a portal of sorts, okay, or what have you. Okay, so Stella. So Tati went to go and find Stella. So you take the journey, the spiritual journey from your inner child, okay, up to your crown chakra, okay. This is how you tap into your God self. You leave the fake world, the matrix, in search of your true self, your true star light, or your true. Some of y'all true star races. Some of y'all is star seeds, and you getting insight, or y'all gonna be shamanic journeying and receiving insight into y'all's natural star systems, or what have you, or you could go out on an adventure, just being outside and receiving the light information, or just taking an adventure outside, be it day or night. You're going to receive and retrieve information. Okay? But hold on. Tati went to go and find Stella. Okay? So you go on a spiritual journey to find your higher self, because that's where the magic happens. The star is also represented by the star card. So that's how you heal. Okay? Okay. And Stella, Stelos, they also use pen. Okay? You heard the honks outside, right? There's also a pen. So it also has to do about, I keep hearing Spirit lately say it is written. It is written. So this is about what's been written already. Okay? This is about knowledge, ancient knowledge and wisdom that has already been inscribed or it's already been written. Okay? Um, some of y'all gonna be y'all interpreting light language or gonna be receiving light codes to interpret or whatever the case may be. But anyway, Stella is messed up because I didn't know that Stella, because of how Stella got her groove back in Jamaica, Stella got a negative connotation to it. You know what I'm saying? With, just looking for a fling, basically. Okay, type of energy. Now, there was a Roman senator named Stella. Apparently, I didn't get a chance to look him up, but apparently I found it interesting. His name was Lucius Stella. Lucius Stella Aruntius. I didn't have a chance to look him up, but it's very interesting that, I mean, we talking about the powers that be now, and back then, Stella refers to a Roman senator back then. Okay, it's similar to how they run shit now. Okay, the Tati went to go and find Stella. So you leave the matrix and search for your higher self, your true self. And basically your Akasha records where it's written what it is you're meant to do. So try to get on path. Teo went to get Bella. Now we waiting in the cellar. So what's Teo? Teo take these knocks as confirmation. Teo in the Greek having to do with God being a divine one, the chosen one, a divine gift. Okay. In the Hebrew, it represents buffalo, which that's very interesting. I want to look it up. I ain't have a chance. What's the spiritual significance of buffalo? Okay. You probably could figure out why they tried to kill all the buffalo. Okay, Google. What's the spiritual significance of buffalo? We just got a whole knock. Power, safety, strength, life sacredness, and durability. Wow. Done. Okay. Done. Selfless souls, self-centeredness, strength needed to carry heavy burdens. Not afraid of challenges. Face challenges in a cheerful and optimistic manner. Strength, abundance, provision. So that's very interesting. provision. So spiritual gifts, being the divine, being chosen. Being abundant, being chosen. So hold on. So Teo went to get Bella. Okay, in Irish, Teo also means hot or warm. Okay. And it's crazy because this shit went down on summer solstice when it gets hot, when it gets warm, right? So the divine gift or the chosen one or God. Teo went to get Bella. Okay, was Bella. Bella is beautiful. Bella, you can also break that down to the bell or the alarm. Bella also means devoted to God. Okay. It's also Bella also has to do with bellum, okay, which is Latin for war, of course. Okay. So notice the duality in that word. So the powers that be see war is beautiful. You see what I'm saying? They almost see war as beautiful or war as love and shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. But Teo went to get Bella. So God went to get beautiful, or the chosen one went to get beautiful, or the chosen one went to heal, or the chosen one went within to sound the alarm, okay, to bring awareness out of devotion to God, okay, bring awareness to the war, okay, on what? On God, on divine love, on the feminine, okay, on spirit, on the subconscious, okay, on our life purpose, okay. That's what the war is really on. Those things I just said, okay. So Tati went to go and find Stella. Taya went to get Bella. So divine beings went within. They left the matrix and searched for their higher self and their true home, okay, or gain information from their true home or their true star systems, okay, to tap into their God self and realize they were the chosen, to go within and beautify and heal and purify themselves and bring awareness, okay, out of devotion to God, bring awareness to the war that's going on against God. Okay? Now we waiting in the cellar. Now everybody as a whole just waiting in the cellar. Okay? What does the cellar represent? Again, the descent into the darker nature. This is talking about how society needs to catch up as a whole. This is talking about how the powers that be, everybody needs to be doing a shadow work to heal these deep ass emotional traumas and wounds that's been playing out and replicating over a millennia. If not, you're gonna crush under the weight of your own fucking pressure. Okay? Why? Because we're ascending. Your emotional body is needed. If you got too much weight and too much pressure on the emotional body, you're not going to make the fucking shift. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why it's a warning. Do you get what I'm saying? This is why the submarine would have imploded on itself. The emotions, the weight of that, the emotional weight that they have created. You see what I'm saying? Just because the powers that be want us to sit up here and act like you don't need no emotions and trying to pull the God out of everything. Doesn't mean all of them emotions and all of that water that they pulled out of shit didn't go someplace. It's still there. Okay? It's still there and it has to be transmuted or purified, or they gonna implode on the weight of their own subconscious. Okay? They're gonna implode under the weight of their own subconscious. Okay? Or they're gonna start to lose their ever loving fucking minds. Okay? Like how they wanted us to do. You see what I'm saying? Or what have you. And it's because we bring in the awareness. Okay? But the cellar represents that lower nature or that lower self. You see what I'm saying? And you have to heal that space, because that's the space that causes you to want to seek to escape in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? So this can help one who is open to it heal emotional trauma, face emotional trauma. This can help one that is open to it to begin to relinquish, drugs and them kind of substances like that, that kind of chemical substances like that. Okay? Because just escaping isn't going to be good enough. We have to learn how to heal and transmute the emotions. We have to stay present for them. Okay? They don't just disappear. Okay? They still are there. Okay? So that's the whole thing. So Tati went to go and find Stella. Teo went to get Bella. Now he's waiting in the cellar. Hopefully man doesn't get jealous. Oh, again with the insecurity or the male ego being fragile. This come through, Holy Spirit. This is why the male ego is fragile in the first place. It's due to the weight of all of the emotions. Okay? That's why it's fragile. This lack of emotional intelligence, this lack of empathy, this lack of genuine care, this taking God, taking love out of everything. That's why the male ego is fragile. Because you were lied to. You were told that emotions were weakness. It's the buffalo. It's strength. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's the buffalo. It's strength. That's the strength. The emotions is the strength, not the weakness. If emotions weren't the strength, then the submarine would have imploded on itself, or the male ego wouldn't be fragile, or they wouldn't be so quick to blow up and, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy shit when that ego gets fractured. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still it happens. This is why God's trying to help this toxic masculinity purge. It's this toxic masculinity purge and this healing of the emotions, this healing of this, like, it's like bringing in this pure feminine energy to like help transmute this. Okay? Help transmuting the need for escapism and all like that. Okay. We didn't got balls deep into it, so we might as well go the green mile. I told y'all I would look up the numbers real quick, and so I will look up the numbers real quick. I will also pull cards to confirm real quick, since I told y'all I would do so. All right? I always look for card confirmation, okay? For those that love the cards. I'll try to remember to timestamp. Okay, for those that like to try to bypass the channel messages, I try to timestamp. Even though the channel messages be the real meat and potatoes, the cards is just confirmation. Okay, so I encourage everybody to stick around for the full messages. But if we pull up that date, there's an angel number. Angel number 622. What will we find? Angel number 622 is a message that you must. Oh, it's the message that you get when you must be greater than what you are right now. It may ask you to abandon individuals who deplete you emotionally, probably, and stay close to those who truly love you. It also expects you to use your talents to create something wonderful for yourself that would uplift and inspire others. Okay? So, again, this is why submarines are omens for trouble. It's an omen for a lack of emotional care or empathy, or this is about needing to heal those deep depths and then arise. You see what I'm saying? Back to the surface, greater than before. You don't go down into the cellar to just stay there and live in your lower nature. You must then arise more wonderful than what you were. Do you get what I'm saying? If you put it in the Hebrew lexicon, then what? Let's look and see. If you put 622 in the Hebrew lexicon, then you will find got a calf. Yo, I got a calf word in a reading that I did for the summer solstice. Y'all really need to. I got this word, a calf. To gather, to receive, to remove, to collect. We should get deep. Now, how we get a street sweeper twice in one night? Didn't the street sweeper start the reading? How we got a street sweeper again? That's crazy. Twice in one night? That's crazy. Okay, so 622 in the Hebrew lexicon. Here's what's got really real. Okay, pay attention to this. To gather, to receive, to remove, to collect, to bring up the rear, to gather and take away, to remove, to withdraw, to assemble, to be gathered to one's father, or brought into with others, to be taken away, to be removed, to perish, to gather or to harvest and take in, to receive. Okay? To gather oneself or to gather themselves. Okay? This is crazy. So, that's what happened. Okay? You're either going to gather up all of these emotions for them to be healed, for them to be transmuted, for them to be taken away, or you're going to allow them to gather and collect and accumulate, and then you crack under the pressure of them. You see what I'm saying? Or you let it build and fester. Now you looking to withdraw from it, or retreat from it, or escape from it. You see what I'm saying? The choice is really on you. You see what I'm saying? It's something like that. Okay? It's a lesson about escapism. and about learning how to actually embrace the emotions and work with the emotions and embrace love and emotions for the strength and the power it really truly is, instead of negating the greatest strength of all. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull some cards for you guys now to confirm. Make sure that you guys smash the like button here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight for this super long message. Okay, divine Holy Spirit of love and light, ancestors, angels, and guides of the highest. Card confirmation, if you please. Okay. So somebody could be upset with you because you withdrew for them or retreated for them to go within or heal yourself. Look, the mirror and the flame. Very interesting. Okay. The mirror and the flame. Card number 51, which breaks down to a 6. Okay. So this has to do with somebody's inner passion, inner courage, inner strength, inner fire. Or this is when it gets hot. So things are going to start to heat up for you here or warm up for you here. Tail. Something's going to, now that the divine Holy Spirit, because see, you've been devoted to your walk with the divine. So now the divine is going to buffalo. Okay. Now the divine is going to add abundance unto you, strength and power unto you. Okay. Due to you being a dear reflection of the divine flame. So some of you guys work with Archangel Uriel, quite possibly. The flame of God, Uriel energy here. Okay. Or Archangel Uriel could be around right now, helping for you guys to regain strength. Okay, courage. Okay, to face these emotional depths, to look in the mirror. I hear Archangel Mike right now. I started with the man in the mirror. Okay. All right. The mirror is also card number 68. 6 and 8. Lord, 6 and 8 break down to a 14-5. That's what I'm saying. So the divine Holy Spirit is reflecting back to the powers that be, or back to these people that is just wanting to live in the lower 3 chakras, wanting to live in their lower nature. They are reflecting to them like how that influences their reality. Okay? It could create these disappointments and such. Okay, that's how them emotional disappointments and the emotional dissatisfaction that you seek to escape, that's how it happens. Okay? Ooh. With the 9 of Pentacles, somebody could have a lot or be very abundant and be very dissatisfied and upset about what it is they have. They need to check. You probably want to check yourself with that. Okay. There's a need for gratitude here. Again, this is this energy of not caring, not being gracious, being too cold, being too calculating, not caring emotionally. You see what I'm saying? This energy. All right. Working with others to, hide the truth, and working with others to project all this fear and doing all of that. Okay. And it's like projecting fear and nightmares and shit. And it's like all you did was deprive yourself of love. Okay. It's like all you do is deprive yourself of the true power, the true greatest gift of all, while you go parade around and, for fake clout or for fake love or for, what I'm saying, for fake caring and shit. Okay. It's like true fact of the matter is until it start affecting their direct abundance and wealth and their direct situations, they wouldn't care to change. And that's the issue here. And that's why the Divine Holy Spirit is issuing this warning, especially with all of this Husha John they doing with the CERN and trying to cause us nightmares and all this shit here in the dream state and all like that. God is bringing an end to that. Okay, they are afraid that God knows and sees all that they have done and been doing. Of course, God has. And it's been backfiring all along. So, can we get any insight about what happened with the gentleman on board? Can we get any insight in regards to what may have happened with the gentleman on board? King of Cups, nothing. Them just sitting there still, trying not to breathe, Indian style, just like this. Okay. Ooh. Page of Swords in reverse. There's somebody here. They were sitting down there in meditation, quite possibly realizing that they hadn't learned this lesson in regards to emotions. Okay. It was also something up here with, okay, so this father could have began to regret bringing their child down there, of course, but only to a certain degree here. It's, oh my God. The Moon, King of Wands. So basically, only people who hadn't learned their spiritual lessons or their emotional lessons got on the ship. The men that got on the ship, these are people that rule with that iron fist energy. They rule very cold-hearted. They very calculated, very much quick to go off on folks, and not a great attitude. They had demonic attachments, or they worked with the devil. Sacrifice, Lord, is something up here. I don't know if they sexually assaulted that young man aboard that submarine. I don't know if they sexually assaulted that young man aboard that submarine, or if one or more of those men was working with the devil. One or more of those men had actually assaulted young people. One or more of those men aboard assaulted some young men or young people, young men and women. There wasn't even a preference. This person puts on to be very loving and caring family man and shit. Yeah, this person's really in love with teenagers. Whole life, but you're in love with teenagers. Or in love with doing teenagers or seducing teenagers. Something might come out about one or more of those men that died on a submarine. They could have been a part of a cult, a sex trafficking, something like this here. The backstab and pain and betrayal, 10 of Swords. Exactly. This is the energy of being emotionally void. The Tower. Okay, this is the Tower for foolish actions, for doing stuff that they did to divine beings. Somebody, even like I said, could have sexually assaulted a young person. Okay. And so it's like, don't wonder why things happen. You know, people make their choices. That's one thing about it. People do make their choices. So one or more of the men were involved with sex crimes against minors. Okay. I don't know what the other ones were into, but like I said, emotionally void. And so this whole thing is a warning about how the powers that be want to carry stuff and want to do stuff. Okay, and being all emotionally void and abusive power of authority, taking divine love out of everything. Okay, lying to the people, making it seem like love and emotions is a weakness when it's really strength. Okay, and basically it's because they don't want you to know how weak they are. So I guess they don't want you to know how much more powerful you are than them. You did the work. They have it. This is that simple. Peace and love supreme to you, all divine beings. Hopefully the message was helpful. Smash the like button. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Please do let me know if any of your cities had anything happen with 5 people. Okay, since summer solstice. If any 5 people were hurt, harmed, or injured, or died, please let me know. Okay, in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace, love, supreme to you all.